All right. Hello, everybody. Gonna move my camera up top there. Going over our Wednesday, August 27th, 2025 GPP session. Um, all we did today, pretty simple. 4 sets of dumbbell lateral raises, just an AMRAP at 20 pounds. Just trying to just build those up. Then we did hanging V-ups with body weight. 3 sets at an AMRAP, and then a 20-pound weighted vest, just walking on the track for about 3/4 of a mile or 1,200 meters. Um, and that was kind of all the workout. We'll kind of just go over these. It'll be a pretty quick video. However, I want to show another feature that I will be using on myself that I've been using for my clients for a while. That's just kind of another um, aspect of my online coaching. Anyway, let's go full screen here real quick. So we're going down again. Technically, I hit a PR. I will say, just like transparency, is like on bodyweight exercises. Sometimes you do get a lot of PRs just from my daily weight changes. So like if tomorrow I woke up at 185.4 and I put that in, and I did hanging V-ups again for 13 reps, well, I would have hit another PR. And like, yes, technically that's 100% true. I did go up 0.4 pounds, and I did 0.4 more or 13 reps with 0.4 more pounds of body weight. However, sometimes when that happens, I kind of just take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, unless obviously like over time someone has gone from, I don't know, let's say 185 and they're trying to bulk up to 200 and they're doing more push-ups or chin-ups or pull-ups or any other body weight, insert body weight exercise. But anyway, enough of me talking. Going through again, literally this is just lateral raises and V-ups. This is all we're going to watch today. But just to be consistent with posting these, checking these out. And again, I'm only counting the reps that I get roughly. I'm only counting the reps that get at least above about eye level. Just to kind of have a little bit of a standard when it comes to how many reps I count. And you'll probably see me here at the end, which we can actually just go ahead and skip to. Here we go. As I kind of start to fail, I kind of just grind some of these out, and I don't actually count these. I'm just kind of lifting the weight. And then again, I did 20 pounds raw, 14, 13, 11, 9. So not too bad. Didn't really, I just kind of like went superset these pretty easily with hanging V-ups. Looking for a decent pump in the side delts, which actually got a pretty solid pump today, if I must say so. And then we did these hanging V-ups, got 13, 10, 8. Again, this is the standard on these. I'm just trying to get my feet relatively even with my face. It's probably more about like shoulder height. We'll kind of see right here. Let me go ahead and get speed up here. This force one's a little short, but I'm really trying to like get them up to here at least, past there with heels. Obviously, I'm swinging them up much higher, but that's just kind of the standard right there. But going through these, and I'm trying my best not to swing. However, when I have these down, I think I might just need to kind of essentially kind of control that way down a little bit better for me not to swing as much. But I really was trying not to swing, to use as little momentum as possible. At the end, I think I just kind of grind out a couple more. I only counted the ones that I got up here, but just kind of going to just failure with that, kind of using the repetition method, if you will. Anyway, so that was the hanging V-ups. And again, didn't record. I put a screenshot of how long it took me, and it actually took me about 15 minutes, 12 seconds. But I kind of forgot the timer was going. Only reason I even put that was just to make sure you guys kind of believe that I actually did that, which again, technically this could be lied. I could have just let that go and I could have been sitting on my butt eating. But which is a good segue into my next point. I'm going to go ahead and just mark that one as red and go into my nutrition check-in. So this is another thing that I do with my clients, and it will actually pop up my calendar. So right now, I am going to be doing a nutrition check-in for myself every day. So that'll be body weight. I'll kind of just say how am I feeling hunger-wise, and then I give my total sleep. So then I can also track some other metrics, get a little more in tune with what my clients kind of experience, have a place to kind of stay a little bit more accountable through making these videos. So also, and then like on Instagram, things like that. But anyway, going through that, I'm also going to be doing mandatory poses just to kind of see what the body composition looks like versus just looking at the weight scale all the time. Because sometimes mentally that can be a little fatiguing, honestly, which I still like to see this myself. It doesn't hurt me as much, honestly, especially right now when I'm not on a cut. On the cut, it does definitely kind of fatigue the brain a little bit more. But anyway, going back here, this is kind of how I have my clients send in nutrition check-ins. At the moment, I usually just give them some guidelines. I know I have to stay kind of in a scope of practice, so I give them some guidelines of calories and macros that I think would be beneficial for them to eat, or at least kind of aim for. This is my own. I had a little extra calories today, as you can see. Left a comment. I had a kinesiology club meeting, had a couple slices of pizza, but I played a little extra sand volleyball and some cornhole to burn off those. I think there's 500-ish calories of pizza. Definitely probably didn't burn that many calories, but like we'll take it. And again, then can track metrics here. Again, this is the first day I've done this, so no metric charted out yet, but what is really nice when I do this and update my body weight every morning, if I have body weight exercise in the day, it actually does update that, like I mentioned earlier. Now, that is kind of all I have for this video, but I was happy to kind of show this other aspect of my coaching for the online coaching system. So I have kind of three main pillars through this. We have the training, mostly all individualized programming, the nutrition, as well as just the accountability factor through these client feedback videos, which I have been doing for myself, which hopefully now will also help me stay on better track with my nutrition, which has always been a struggle for me. Obviously, I can kind of get it, and I do an okay job, but I can always do better, of course, which many people can. But anyway, the accountability factor is definitely one of the main pillars. The training, the nutrition, you can kind of get that anywhere, but me being able to check in with my clients every day or every other day or whatever their program is set up for, just helps people stay more consistent. And that's kind of the main goal and what's going to drive the most progress. So anyway, that is the GPP client feedback review of myself, as well as the nutrition and weight check-in for August 27th, 2025. So thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions about the coaching app, you want coaching, anything like that. Just let me know down in the comments below. So thank you.